Nebula. And that's understandable. Like, Pac-Man's already hard to kill, and
when you're Sheik.
can't kill, and it's just a war of attrition. But this is going to be fun. Best of 5. So strap in. It's going to be
A long
set. But it's going to be fun. Nebula always puts on a fantastic show.
And Nam as well.
And Nam as well, yes, of course.
Doesn't have as many fruits, but if we count up all the needles thrown, I'm sure it's a little bit higher.
Yeah, it's a bit of some acupuncture there, but. All right, so heading straight into FD. Good stage for both characters. Not surprising at all.
I know Nam likes to start his sets here. He said something about, like, I start half my sets on FD at this point.
I believe it. All right, so Nebula getting the first blood, but this is going to be just a bit of back and forth chipping away.
Until someone just gets the first stock. One thing that's really important in this matchup, as anyone against Pac-Man, is just item awareness. Like, if you can react to the items and catch them, then it kind of takes away one of his bigger tools.
Yeah, and I'm sure that they've played enough by this point that Nam is familiar with all of, or not all of Pac-Man's tricks, but at least the properties of all of the things that Pac-Man can do. But Nebula is very, very good at putting them together in really weird ways.
They've been playing each other for about 3 years now. That's crazy.
Yeah. But we are a minute in and about 50%, 57% exactly on both fighters.
Nair breaking that combo there.
And Nair breaking that one. So just a slobber knocker.
We're going to see Nebula retreat to the ledge quite a few times during this set just to get whatever fruit he needs.
Yep, he's pretty safe out there. His recovery is not, I wouldn't necessarily call it good, but it's very far and lasts a long time.
It's not easy to challenge either, I would say.
It's
Nam's not going to go out there and
it's not safe for people to go out and contest him because he can make it back a lot easier than they can.
Yeah, one thing about Sheik is she can't just go out there and spike him. So he's going to have a lot of safety retreating to the ledge there.
Yep. One other, I think, important note of this matchup is that the Hydrant is going to be a bit of a pain for Nam because Nam doesn't really have, like, Sheik doesn't have a lot of tools to very quickly get rid of it. Ooh, Nair clanking with the bell prevents the stun. Ooh, just a raw smash attack from Nebula.
Back throw mix-up.
Yep, air dodge, read. Nam takes the first stock 2.5 minutes into this game.
It's going to be a long set.
Yeah, but 150%.
Bouncing fashion. Bouncing fishing. I'm done speaking.
I'm going to call that a read from Nebula. That was phenomenal. Just catching the bouncing fish right in the middle with the orange. So evened up halfway through this game. Could see a timeout. I'm not going to quite expect it, but it's going to be close.
I wouldn't count on it, at least not on FD.
Yeah, not on this stage. If we go to something like Battlefield, which
definitely possible.
Is possible, I would expect it there. A lot of strawberry. I don't know if that's intentional or if Nebula's just kind of throwing it out quick.
I think that was an accident, but sometimes it's like just a good tool to throw when they're off stage.
Yeah.
And you don't have much time to react.
Yeah, forward smash will break the Hydrant if both hits connect, but it puts you in kind of an awkward situation.
Yeah, it doesn't send at the greatest angle either.
Up B.
I think that was supposed to be a bouncing fish.
Maybe. It's hard to say. Whoa! Reading the tech, almost taking the stock.
And that's the first
landing
game for Nebula.
Bell up smash. Nebula takes the first game over. What number is Nam these days? Number 3? I've lost track.
Yeah, with Ally it's 3.
Number 3 in the state. Nebula being a favorite to make it onto the PR for the first time this season. And that,
which is weird to think about because he's always been in that contending area.
He's just never gone to enough stuff. And with the slightly longer season this time, he's had a chance to go show his stuff.
Especially with the opportunities with like, what was the tournament in Chicago?
Oh,
Retro Arena.
Retro Arena.
He went to SCR. Definitely able to prove himself these past couple months.
Yeah, this has been a really good couple months for him. No hydrant, no problem.
One thing we could mention is that Nebula does have a win on K9.
That's true.
So he is very good at the Sheik matchup, clearly.
Yeah, I'm not sure if K9 probably went Sheik.
Probably. I know a lot of Diddy players aren't very. I don't know what word to use. Oh my goodness.
Hydrant just squirting him away. Nebula, I don't think, honestly, I usually give Nebula credit for most of his kills.
But that
I think that was a happy accident, to be honest.
It'd be interesting to see if Nam would consider a character switch. We don't really see it from him very often, but he's not a huge fan of this matchup, so.
Yeah, it's a rough matchup. And obviously it's better for Bayo. Like almost everything is.
He's
so
also got the Fox.
Fox is an interesting one for Pac-Man. I don't know if he'd feel comfortable enough to pull that out, but it's possible.
Definitely.
Yeah, now I'm just going a lot more aggressive. And it's kind of working, but I don't think it's ultimately going to be a good idea because he's just taking all this %. He's not getting the stock.
He's definitely flubbing quite a bit. We just saw that random vanish.
Yeah, I don't think that losing that stock early did any good things for his mentality, but that will. Taking the stock off of Nebula finally at like 150%. But 73 on his own.
Definitely at a disadvantage right now, but he could bring it back quite easily.
Yeah, Sheik is very good with these combos, but Nebula, Pac-Man is very good at escaping them.
He just needs to keep his composure, and he should be able to deal with all of the shenanigans.
Yeah, missing the bell pickup there, unfortunate for him. But still in a decent shape. Not in danger yet. Ooh, that was a very good dash-up grab on that item.
This is the item that took his last stock last time, so he just needs to be especially careful about it.
Yep, good angle on that hydrant.
He's slowly closing the gap between him and Nebula's percentage.
Ooh, challenging Nebula on that hydrant. Something he kind of needed to do a little bit more.
Oh,
but the fair key, true combo. Nebula takes game 2. 2-0.
I expected this to be like close and slow, but I didn't expect someone to go up 2-0 regardless.
Yeah, I think that the hydrant was the big game changer there. I think that really messed up Nam's mentality. You could see him like shake his head on that.
And he's running it back.
Running it straight back to Smash Hill. I mean, there's not much better stage for Sheik. Certainly don't want to take him somewhere like Tri-Pats. Also don't want to take him to somewhere like Town where he can kill sooner. So I can respect the choice.
If Nebula gets this win, it'll definitely help his case for the
Actually
PR.
Landed that grab. The Madman.
And right now, just off to a fast start. 30 seconds in, Nam's already at 87%.
Yeah, this is the fastest game so far. Nam, I think, going for that bell or going to punish the grab. Ooh, getting a little ahead of himself there with the smash attack. Ooh, Nam going for that down air. He's hungry to show that he's not out of this yet.
For sure.
But I think the big thing that Nam needs to focus on is slowing it back down. He's started going a little bit crazy with trying to get these kills early, and that's not how fighting Pac-Man works. The weird thing about the Pac-Man matchup is he wants it to be a slow match, and he wants it to take forever. But you kind of have to play his game to beat him.
I've heard someone say something about Pac-Man where it's like his neutral plays itself half the time, but you need so much like thought process behind everything in order to succeed with it.
Almost taking that.
Oh, and that's gonna kill.
Yeah, Vanish will kill. So Nam does bring it back, but immediately loses the stock.
It's even. Game 3. Nebula's 1 stock away from taking the set, but Nam could definitely bring it back.
Making this the 4th 3-0, I think. I didn't watch the end of the last one, but
I believe the last set was a 3-0.
But that would be kind of crazy. No one would have expected this. But here we are. Nebula setting his game back up. Nam slowing it back down again.
One thing I've been noticing, especially today, is Nebula going for the Z-drop Galaga. Usually not an option I see mostly from him.
Yeah, he's making some adjustments, making some changes to his play that I think are all really good. Ooh,
that pressure
Shield.
there.
Yeah, Shield could not stand up to that. Yeah, Nebula knows just to avoid his own melon. Going for the key already. Not going to kill this percent, but can be some good damage. And now I'm using the water from the hydrant that time. Goes for the trump too early.
Nice pressure.
Smash full platform, helping Nam out immensely.
Oh, and the tech. Oh, that was
do it.
amazing by Nam there.
Yeah, Nam just went all in on that edge guard. Says, I'm not getting 3-0'd. I can still play this game.
Had his nerves kicked in a bit more, he would have missed that tech, and the set would have been over.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, that's the big difference that happened, especially like from this point on in the game, is his edge guards. Like we started out by saying like, yeah, like Pac-Man just kind of hangs out there. And Nebula was doing that, and then Nam was like, you know what, I don't want you to do that anymore. I can't actually go out there.
To deal with his offstage options, which is a very important part of the Pac-Man matchup overall. Having his grab broken there by the water.
Nebula choosing to go back to FD. Interesting choice, but I can respect it.
I think this is definitely a strong stage choice for Pac-Man and Nebula especially. Gives him a lot of space off stage.
I would argue that generally Smashville's a really good stage for Pac-Man, but against Sheik, probably not. Yeah, now Nam's playing hard to get. Alternating between putting on a ton of pressure and backing up and making Nebula come to him.
He seems to be messing with the items a bit more.
Yep, and that one belonged to Nam with those needles. Yeah, that's not safe. Side B is a good move, but it leaves you so vulnerable if you don't use it right.
100%.
And all of those options missing from Nebula.
Nam is just learning to shut him out throughout this set.
Yeah, Nam's finally starting to figure something out, it looks like. But Nebula's not done yet.
To bring out some new tricks.
But if there's one thing he knows how to do,
it's bring out new tricks.
That's it. Interesting. Waiting for the attack on the hydrant to get a follow-up. Evening it back up, just about. Yeah.
The thing about the Sheik matchup is he can just hide behind that hydrant, and Sheik can't really do much about it.
Yeah, if he's on top of it, did you just stand up and grab?
Here we're gonna see Z-drop P, which is a ridiculous tool. Oh, and he
34% in one second. Yep, Nebula jumping away, gonna be safe. Oh,
nice bouncing fish.
Fell a little too fast, wasn't expecting that. So Nam bringing this back, not letting Nebula get too much of a lead off of that surprising stock take.
Sometimes Pac-Man grabs you, and sometimes you grab Pac-Man. It's usually the second one.
Usually it's the second one. Sometimes it's not. Going for the up B to force Nam into the hydrant, somehow barely missing. But this is looking a little dangerous for Nam. Goes for grabbing the bell, doesn't quite make it, but that trampoline is also a bit of a pain. But Nam showing that you can jump over it pretty easily.
Interesting recovery there from Nam.
Yeah, I think they were both just like playing around, trying to not get
interact with each other at all.
Yeah, trying to not get trumped by the other. Yeah, but Nebula sending that hydrant at every angle he can think of. Oh, grabbing him after the up B. I don't know that I've ever seen that one before. Oh,
the bait.
Nam fell for it. He went for that a couple times already. Nam actually fell for it.
Stuns the hydrant.
Yeah, this is a very scary situation for both players, but especially for Nam. Just about anything could kill here.
Oh man.
And that'll be the end of the set if it does. Oh, throwing the key the wrong way. Nebula getting a little shook up. Barely making it out of that up air.
That back air is not going to take it.
But it's very close. Another one like it. Just might.
And there.
Yep.
Not going to get too framed by hydrant. Oh, that setup was crazy.
That was a really smart.
Oh,
but trampoline.
Great up smash.
Yeah, and you see Nebula just like, oh, I can't believe I did that. That was an unfortunate situation. Hard to get out of though. Like he actually kind of trapped himself with the trampoline right above the ledge.
One thing a lot of people say about Bayonetta is that she's not a Smash character, she's a Marvel character. I like to think that Pac-Man isn't a Smash character and he's a puzzle game.
Yes.
Just within Smash.
Yes, I would certainly agree with that, especially in the hands of a very competent player such as Nebula. So we're going back yet again to Final Destination, Game 5. After going down 2-0, Nam has brought it back, showed that this is still anyone's game.
I think in this set especially, it seems like it doesn't matter who takes the first stock because they just immediately take it back.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. It's really hard to call.
No one really lets it snowball.
Yeah, Nam's been making the appropriate adjustments this set that he needs to make if he's going to win this. But still absolutely anyone's game. Interesting, just barely traded hands within a matter of a couple frames. Up air, not going to kill, but good damage nonetheless. A little too far out there. Nam going for everything in the book, trying to take that stock. Nebula doing everything he can to get back to stage. Landing on shield with that nair. Not exactly the safest bet. Nebula being forced to use a lot of less safe options, and that bouncing fish almost taking the stock.
Nam definitely seems like in the past 3 sets he's adapted enough where he's catching in. I can't speak English. He's figuring out what patterns Nebula has, even though he has so many tricks. He's seeing what he does the most and what.
Yeah, like he's figuring out recovery patterns, especially. I think is the big change there. He's been getting the first 2 games. You look back, Nebula was off stage the whole time safely. Nam did not punish, chase, or anything. These past games, even being off stage, Nebula has to be safe now. Okay, throwing him back into the hydrant. Not quite going to kill yet, but hoping for.
Oh, that was great catch.
Ooh, jumps into the apple.
Nam keeps going for dare. I think he really wants this set to be over. That was something.
Very good. Late back air, unfortunately for Nebula, doesn't take that stock yet. And this is bleeding time for Nebula. Forward tilt will do it.
Game
now
5,
Nebula has to play
stock.
the best Smash 4 of his life to bring this back against number 3 on the Michigan PR, Nam.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Nebula #1 on the MSU like student PR from last year, and Nom was Invaders?
No, Nebula's actually #3 this last season. Not gonna kill with that up B just yet, but very close. 137%. Just about anything will take Nebula stock now.
You could see the hydrant about to come out there.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of weird movement from both players. I think the nerves are really kicking in.
But the percentage for Nom keeps building.
Yeah, but Nebula's at this percent though that even F tilt doesn't really lead into anything from Sheik anymore. But he still chases him just to put the pressure on. 64% on Nom. Oh!
And that's it.
That's it. That's it. Just a raw F smash. Reading the landing. 64%. But that was a max rage Pac-Man. I